smart emotions is what they're calling it, or what I'm calling it, or dynamic emotions. Essentially, when you talk to NPCs in the past, they were all one emotion. But now, when you're going to be able to talk to NPCs, they're going to have fluctuating emotions. So I really think that is a very cool quality. They're bringing more depth to these characters. You're going to enjoy talking to them more. And I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen anything like this before. So very cool stuff. Being able to change emotions while you're talking to them. I think it's just going to cause more immersion in the game. And it is available right now. But Jem, my question to you is, you said you need an RTX to take advantage of these systems. And would that mean that the consoles would not even be able to have this in the game? Because Dynasty Warriors is available on the console.
So this is exclusive to NVIDIA RTX, so that's what you need. However, so here's the problem. I've been trying to look for an answer on this on for the games that are going to implement this. From the dev tool perspective, like when you're actually developing NVIDIA Ace onto your games, there's two ways of doing it. You can use literally any RTX card, even the 20 series, to run it locally in your game. Or you can use NVIDIA Cloud to do it, which you need an active internet connection. But what I don't know is, you know, how is it going to work realistically for these games like Inzoi? Like, are they going to put an artificial limit where they're like, hey, you need a 50 series card, or will they be like, hey, you can play on AMD, but you need an active internet connection? Because like I just said, when you
Yeah.
actually develop this, when you're developing it into your game, you need an internet connection if you don't have an RTX card. But if you have any RTX card, even a 20 series, it runs all local. But the reality is, it's up to the devs and Nvidia, and I don't
So
know the
you
answer for that
so
until
you
it comes
think
out.
so you think there's a cloud-based solution for it though, possibly.
No, there is right now. Like when this tool came out last year, uh, people who don't have RTX cards have to rely on the cloud.
There you go.
Well, that's pretty cool. So accessing through the cloud, you mean GeForce Now or
No, no,
another
this is like I've
like
honestly I think
cloud?
PUBG will probably do it from the cloud way where because it's all online anyways. But when
And we'll
when I
just
look
start
at
server.
Inzoi is a single player game. So it's like, will it even let me take advantage of my RTX card, or would that be a cloud as well? Again,
Oh,
we
okay.
won't know until the games come out, but both ways is how you make it in either way you can do it in the tools when you're
And
developing it.
that's similar to how Call of Duty loads in their textures from the cloud, like sort of just cloud external support for the
That's how
technology.
a Flight Simulator does it with the world. When
Okay.
you're playing the game, you can't play that offline. You play it
Well,
online.
Yeah.
this
Download
is
the world as you keep moving.
Of the
this has been
uploading
a
a bunch of the
revolution.
stuff onto the cloud is not a new thing. We're just starting to get into it a lot more over recent years, but we've been doing it in gaming for, I don't know, a decade
Well,
or two at least.
all of this together is going to revolutionize the way populations are controlled, managed, and used in game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're kind of on the pivot to the next generation of gaming. Also, I think the timeline for gaming is going to be shortened with some AI shortcuts, definitely on the production side. So I look forward to hopefully getting back to having more games and not one game a quarter that I enjoy. So hopefully back to those PS2 days of games galore. Am I right? But yeah, that's NVIDIA Ace.